right here at Rolling Lane, I guess is what it's called. The construction signs begin. We get to the cemetery. These signs have been up here forever. And got to remember that all of this was set up to begin May 11th. So right here at Waterman, they've kind of readjusted the lanes. They've done a lot of heavy digging on Waterman just in this past week. And they've readjusted, this used to be this lane was closed. So now they've shifted it over. You move a little bit over. Now we're back in the middle lane. This right-hand lane has been closed for months now. You could tell people are getting a little frustrated. There's here and there's cones and barrels that are turned over. Probably just people not paying attention. There's not a lot of room on this road. It never was a huge road. It does have this turn lane in the middle, so that basically allows people to not have to be really skillful drivers, put it that way. Here at Gibbons, they've done a fair amount of work. And you can kind of see over here on the right, they've got every place on the right-hand side where you see major digging was someplace where they cut the concrete, dug huge holes down, disconnected water mains, and then essentially filled the hole back up. I gotta say, they've been pretty efficient. Every single one of these holes, I think almost every one, maybe that one or two didn't go this way. But generally their MO is they show up early, they'll cut it ahead of time, they'll cut the concrete ahead of time, well in advance. Then the day of the digging, they dig, they replace the pipes, they fill the hole, one day, one hole. Now, there are some things over here on the right-hand side where they've got piles of material and everything like that, but generally it's one hole dug that day and then it's put back. They do have some spots where they've got the metal plates over the road, but not out here where we're driving, that's for sure. So now this is Dryden Avenue at Euclid, and like I said, a couple weeks ago they just closed off this right-hand lane, and really just about 1 week ago they started putting up the sign that we see in front of us. Over on the right though, you can see they've pre-cut all of the concrete already. Every place where you see debris they had a concrete cutter that came in just this past few days, pre-cut holes. So now this is where they've got the sign, and apparently, and then we're on East Euclid. Again, it goes down to 2 lanes instead of 2 lanes and a turn lane. So 3 lanes wide back behind me, but now it's 2 lanes. 2 lanes all the way. This is all kind of quote unquote the Arlington Heights Historic District, which there's some, it's unclear where it really starts and stops. There's a sign down here, I think, that actually says Arlington Heights Historic District. But anyway, it's 2 lanes up to here where it gets to Arlington Heights Road, and then it spreads out into 2 lanes and a turn lane. Still 3 lanes wide. Here at Dunton, where the library is, still 3 lanes wide. So that's going to be fairly easy to do the construction on. Then when you get past the Historic Society Foundation, back to 2 lanes wide. So this is going to be back like on Euclid behind me. But it's 2 lanes wide all the way down through here. When you get to Walnut, it spreads back open to 3 lanes wide. So this will be again, fairly easy to do construction on. I don't anticipate any kind of traffic flow disruption, really. And then basically here you're at 4 lanes. So you're 4 lanes coming and going here at Northwest Highway. When you're going eastbound, so coming towards me, on my left is Big Ange's, and right at that point it goes from this 4 lane down to essentially the 3 lanes wide, and that then squeezes down from 3 into the 2 lane road that gets you up almost to the library, and then the library goes to 3 lanes, then you cross Arlington Heights Road, and then it goes back down to 2 lanes, and it gets you halfway to Dryden, where then it splits back out to 3 lanes. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this construction kind of plays out, specifically on Euclid, where it's down to 2 lanes. Now, they've already pre-announced that there's going to be a detour, but what's interesting about that is that must mean that they're fixing to do construction on Euclid Avenue where it's at 2 lanes, because there's no reason to have a detour otherwise. So we'll see. They've already got 2 lanes open both directions, as long as the road is 3 lanes wide. So one lane to pile all the construction equipment, and then 2 lanes for traffic. No need for a detour. So we'll see. But I think starting tomorrow, we're going to start to see some heavy work on Euclid Avenue in the 2 lane section, where it will be detoured.